Hello, thank you for stopping by. I'm so glad you're here. In this video, I'm going to be unboxing a vintage Serger. I just bought this off of eBay. So let's dig right into it. Let's see. I had a Brother 1034D Serger that I've been using. And on the last coat I made, I was serging off the seam allowances on the collar. And there was two spots where the seams, two seams meet up. And I normally try to press them to where they go opposite directions so I don't end up with a really thick, double thick seam bulge. But I didn't do that on this one. And so when I was serging, I had to go through that double thick seam bulge. And I thought, okay, this will be all right because I did it in a couple other spots and I didn't have trouble with it. But I didn't notice that it had sort of doubled over on itself. So I had a quadruple thick seam bulge. I just plowed right into it with my Brother Serger, and it just jerked, and there was a big thunk, and something's completely out of whack with it. So it needs to be repaired. And I thought I would try my hand at a vintage Serger that cost maybe a little bit more than getting my Brother Serger repaired will. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so opening it up, it seems to be fairly well packaged, which is what you want to see with any sort of vintage machine like this, so it doesn't get damaged. Let's see. Some polyfill style fluff. What is this? All right, this is looks like it's the foot pedal. Take that out and then we'll look at it here in a second. And more fluff. A little case here. It's like maybe some sort of accessories. What else? This looks like it's the thread stand. And I know the manual should be in here. Here's the manual. They sent it in a little red folder. Now let's... Oh, okay. Machine itself. It's got a little handle at the top that looks like I can lift it from. I can't lift with my left arm. Okay, there is the Serger. And I'm just going to go through the box really quick and see if I missed anything. Oh, that's it. That's all that was in the box. So starting out, taking a look at the Serger, the first thing I noticed is something that wasn't in the pictures. So it looks like this got damaged in shipping. There's a crack. This is all metal, but there's a big crack in the metal piece here, which is very unfortunate. Let's see if you can see that. Yeah, right there. Big crack. So this is a 3-thread overlocker, and one of the reasons I chose this listing is because they had tested it. There was actual fabric. Why isn't this turning? Oh, there we go. I don't know why it was gummed up there, but now it's turning. So let's take a look at the pieces that came with it before I get this set up to test. This looks like accessories. Oops. You got some of these for little thread spools. The original nets for the thread cones. So it's got all of the original accessories with it. That's cool. A little wrench. Little whisk brush. Oh, a big long pair of tweezers. Screwdriver. Little tiny pokey thing. It looks like for threading, maybe. I don't know what that's for. Needles. These look like more original needles. There's a couple of replacement blades in there, and some more organ needles. All right, that's nice. Nice little intact accessories with the little accessories case. I can dig it. Sorry if you hear the cat playing around in all the packaging. Let's take a look at the thread stand next. Okay, so this is for holding the threads and, you know, keeping it up. Oh, it screws in. Looks like there's two little holes in the back, and this just fits into that. And then you tighten the screw. This is the tiniest screwdriver, but it's what I had immediately to hand. Okay, it wasn't lined up. Now it seems to be tightening. Okay, so I got the thread stand on. All this front piece seems to have gotten bent a little bit. I don't want to force it. Did I just do that? Did I just bend this without noticing it? Okay, God give me strength. I don't know if I just bent this or not. Then what's this? Didn't notice that before, but there's a little piece right here that is broken, this piece. All right, let's take a look at the foot pedal. All right, they said this was working. I'm just going to plug it in real quick and see what it does. Power. Okay. Seems to run okay. Just took some sort of hard jarring that cracked this part, broke this little piece, and then bent this. It's kind of frustrating, but that's a risk you take anytime you buy a vintage sewing machine online. They're notorious for getting damaged in shipping, so it's just the risk you take. It's not feeding for some reason. Ugh. All right, so this has been the BL3 418. It says self-threading looper. I think that's a misnomer, really. It looks like it was a really good little machine if it hadn't been damaged in shipping. It looks like, you know, very sturdy and exactly what I was looking for if it hadn't got damaged. So hopefully I can make it work still. I'm going to play with this and come back and see if I can get it to sew. And I'll show you if I do. All right, it's the next day and I have played with this a little bit. I am able to get it to chain off while it's running. I say that and it just goofs. I have been able to get it to chain off while it's running. I don't know what just happened. I don't know. That was user error. It's very temperamental with the threading. I think older Sergers are kind of infamous for being difficult to thread and temperamental. I think the seller had been testing this in the 2-thread over edging mode, and they left it in that setup, which they said wasn't working, but the 3-thread regular serging mode was working fine. But they left it in the 2-thread mode, so I had to figure out how to switch it back into the original correct 3-thread serging mode. So I got it all threaded. I figured out how to adjust the settings and all of that, but it's just not going to work. The damage to this part just bent too much stuff, just slightly out of wonk, slightly wonky, and this loose part here is just going to be it's going to be a no-go. What the specific problem that I am encountering is the lower knife right here is supposed to sit flush with the needle plate, or this plate right here, and because of its bent, I just can't finagle it to do that. Yeah, so it's going to be a wash, or not a wash, it's going to be a scrap maybe, I don't know. Keep it around. Maybe I'll have other sergers that this could be parts for. It's a difficult thing. I don't have a lot of storage space. I don't want to return this to the sender. They did a good job packaging it. It just got damaged. I didn't pay too terribly much for it. And that is the risk you take when you get old machines, because I've ordered several vintage sewing machines through the mail, and some of them came with an astonishingly bad packing job and were in perfect condition. My Kenmore 1914, there wasn't even in it was just in a case inside of a case, and it was not a bit of damage to it. There was no packing material around it or anything. So I guess this is my karma coming around for how well that one did for being poorly packaged. That being said, I have decided to move on with my life, and I'm actually getting a serger. I ordered it today. It's a brand new one, but I'm not going for any big name. I'm going for a name I've never heard of, Bruxels Sienna. This is from Lumina, which I think is a fairly new sewing machine company. And I looked it up, and they're based out of Argentina. It seems like a smaller business. According to what I could find on the internet, there's not a lot of information about them, but according to what I could find, it's a small company that started by Italian immigrants in Argentina, and apparently this lady's mother owned a big sewing store, and she got some startup money and decided to expand and has started making sewing machines, and they are very cheap, $199 for a serger. I will try to put a picture of it up, but it looks very much like this vintage style serger. So I'm thinking it's probably going to be a similar product, just manufactured in the modern day. I would not normally go for a generic unknown brand like that, but I thought it looks like an independent, smaller manufacturing business that I think could be kind of cool. So I'm going to check them out, and once I get that, it'll be a couple of weeks. Once I get that in the mail, I will unbox it and go through it. And since it's a new product, it should be shipped well and in good condition. So again, that one is $199 with free shipping. And I also went through, I could find it on Walmart or Amazon or the actual company site. I wasn't secure enough with the company site to want to buy it directly from them, although it is cheaper. It was like $159 with free shipping from the company site itself, Lumina Sews. But I wanted to order it through Amazon, or I actually ended up going through Walmart. They were both $199. So if there is something wrong, or if it's a bad machine, I can have a better chance of returning it and getting a refund or replacement. So thank you for watching. I do feel more confident with vintage sergers now, so this has served its purpose a little bit. I'm going to keep it for a while and play around with it, and I will probably have more vintage sergers in my future. And I might want to go for some of the cooler looking ones with the different colored faceplates or things like that. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in the future.